Mother lovers, how you guys doing? This is Jan broadcasting from a secret location on the roof, and I got my friend waiting for me. And the first time he walked inside my art studio, he said, Jan, I'm blown away. And one word comes to my mind: devotion. And it made me feel good, but at the same time it made me contemplate, what do I devote most of my time to, and how much more space I have for improvement, for really manifesting that beautiful vision that I feel in my heart in this lifetime, to bring this to other humans, to this earth. And there is huge space for improvement, obviously. And maybe it's a thing that all of us should spend some time contemplating. What do we devote most of our time to? What do we spend our energy on? And I told him, brother, why don't we have a chat? Because you have interesting questions and I get asked lots of questions from people, and maybe it could serve lots of other people answering those questions. So we'll do that today for you guys. While we are chatting, I will show you how I created my wolf painting. And in the wolf painting, there is the flying owl, which is right behind the wolf, which is the representation of divine wisdom and the higher purpose. And it's a representation of the forces which are unseen, but which always are here to help us. They got our back. Even if we can't see them, we are never truly alone in this 3D matrix. And then there is a second wolf, a smaller one in the background on the painting, and that represents the brother or sister in arms that we have here, that no matter what, they're always here for us. And if you have one friend like that, you are very fortunate. And if you feel like you don't have a friend like that, then be this to somebody. Be this badass mother lover warrior who will be here for someone no matter what. Alright guys, let's dive in the interview and in the time lapse.
So how much time does it take you on average to finish a painting? Like these horses, how much time does it take?
That's by far the most common question I get from adult people. They always ask me, hey, how much did it take you to paint this? And what's interesting is that when people bring their kids, they come to my studio, they have much better questions. Like, hey, does this horse has a brother? Where do they come from? This, and they never ask the question about time. And every single adult asks me the same question: how much time did it take you to paint it? And I kind of have a copy-paste answer for it right now, which is lots of present moments, which I'm trying to tell them, like, I'm not in time. When I paint, I'm not in a dimension of time. The whole purpose of my painting is to hopefully walk through the timeless door back to the child's innocence, where there was no time, just the magic of present moment. So I really don't know. Maybe it was a week, maybe it was 3 weeks. But the less I know about time, the less I'm in the dimension of time, the better I know that the painting is going to be, because I'm in a space of pure joy and creativity and bliss. So I always invite people to consider, like, why are we so obsessed by time? The entire civilization, the entire human civilization is obsessed by time. And I think the answer to that, what came to me, to my meditation, is because we are scared of death. So we always feel that clock ticking at the background. The time is running out. I haven't achieved everything I wanted. Did I accumulate enough? And children don't live that space. They live in the timelessness, in the present moment, and that's why they never ask about it. And maybe it's a good thing to come back to and kind of ask better questions and step out of the time, back to the magic which is out of time.
Okay, so when you paint, you just forget about the time and you are present in the moment.
When that happens, yes, it's like the sweet spot. When I hit the sweet spot and when I step out of the time, that's when I can say, oh, I'm having a good day. But well, obviously I'm not thinking about it in the moment, because if I start thinking, then I'm out back in the time, right? But yeah.
When you're going through a rough patch in your life, how do you deal with it and how does it reflect your work?
It's a good question, and obviously, same as everybody else, I have my ups and downs, and I go through difficult moments. Although I don't have a boss, and I don't have to wake up and do my miserable 9 to 5 that I used to do. I'm still going through very difficult periods, mostly because I'm a very sensitive person, and I can feel the planet's pain. I can feel the collective pain. I can feel the collective energy. So I have difficult moments, and what I learned to do, and I'm still learning, I'm still a student, is to use anything as a fuel for creativity or training. And I realized that negativity is just energy, and energy in the universe is just energy. Human mind gives it labels. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it positive? Is it negative? The true art of alchemy, in my humble opinion, is that we can take that negativity, and instead of trying to deny it or reject it, I suck it all in, I own it, and I use it as a fuel for painting the next amazing painting, or going for a run, or for a training, or just sitting with it in meditation. But that's what works for me, and that's what was one of the hardest lessons in my life, is when I'm going through a rough patch, don't look at it through the lens of, oh damn, I have a bad day. No, it's just what it is, and I can take it and suck the life force, the energy out of it, and use it for that thing that I desire. And I think that's the basis of alchemy, and every truly creative person has to learn this lesson. There's no such thing as bad day. There is just bad outcomes out of the bad days, but they don't necessarily have to be bad outcomes. Bad days are okay if they're used wisely.
So you get your energy from the negative and the bad thing, and you channel it into something positive.
Yeah. Everything is energy. The negativity is energy, so I don't have to put energy into it. I just use it. Instead of pushing it away, I accept it. I let it fully in, but then I transform it with the awareness.
When you're painting, where are you getting your ideas from? Do you know what you're going to paint ahead of time, or does it come in the moment?
Yeah, that's another question which I get quite often, and I think it's a great question, and it's the combination of both. Two most basic ways. I sit and I'm really present. It can be in meditation, or I'm outside in nature training, or just floating in the cold ocean, and then it hits me. And it's an instant download. It's an instant knowing rather than thinking process, and it's an instant knowing. And I'm like, damn, the next painting will be this medieval knight kneeling at Queen's divine queen feminine feet. That's exactly actually the inspiration that I got a week ago, and I haven't even started at painting yet, but I saw it in a flash of download when I was getting a massage from my friend, powerful healer friend of mine. And the second way is that I have a very rough idea or no idea at all, and I put the first layer, let's say, I just put a pink background because I like pink. And then the universe grants me the next step. I said, okay, there's gonna be a beautiful woman's face. So I start doing outlines of that. Maybe I look for some pictures that inspire me. It's like, I love this. So I start doing that. And then I'm granted the next step by the universe. And it's always in the now. It's like a stairway in the mist that is revealed to me step by step. And I don't see the second step until I take the first step. So these are the two basic things, processes, how the inspiration comes to me. And when I tell people how much I traveled and all that stuff, I traveled 100 countries, they're like, you must be so inspired. I'm like, actually, inspiration for me is not related to a geographical place, to a geographical location. It's more to my openness to the infinite, to the divine, how relaxed I am, how much I am able to get out of my own way and just be nothing, so that something can land in my lap, and diligence is also a huge factor in it. And Stephen Pressfield, in his book War of Art, speaks volumes about that. The muse likes to visit the diligent ones, the ones who show up every morning, and even though they feel the resistance, they still pick up the pen, they still pick up the brush, and make the long mile. The longest mile is to take the first brush stroke, and then God always rewards the diligent ones. So I think this is it. Cool. And this is it for today, guys. I hope you liked it. And if you have any more questions that come to your mind, drop the comment here below and I'll do my best to address them the next time. In the meantime, be blessed, stay fearless and creative. See you soon, mother lovers. Bye.